Yo, another day, another dollar with Jermaine. And this morning I have a semi-important slash pretty important Skype phone call coming up in about 30 minutes. And oh gosh, yesterday I passed out at 7 and then woke up around midnight and just hung out with Vanessa for a while and we watched a bunch of movies and stuff. And then this morning I woke up again for the third time, and I was, getting ready to go to Starbucks because I have this Skype call, and it's just best for me to just leave the house when I have something important to do, because if I'm at home, people will, talk to me or say, hey Jermaine, did you do this? Jermaine, can you do that? Jermaine, people will distract me, so it's just best for me to just bounce out, right? So I'm leaving and Vanessa's like, are you gonna come back to bed? And I'm like, Vanessa, we've been in bed all day. We've been in bed for hours. What do you mean? You want me to come back? I got a really important phone call. So that's what my morning's looking like right now. That's what my morning's looking like right now. I got that on my hands. So I'm gonna go in the Starbucks, get some coffee, and have this Skype call, let you guys know about it. And I don't know, that's just how I wanna start my day. Thanks. I feel a whole lot better now walking out of Starbucks than I did walking into Starbucks. Some days I have those mornings where, I just gotta rant just a little bit. But let's get today started. I got, 2 TaskRabbit gigs lined up. One of those gigs is at 10 a.m. in the city, and the second gig is at 3 p.m. in Berkeley. So that's pretty cool, the Berkeley one, because it'll send me back to Berkeley, and maybe around 6 o'clock I can do some deliveries in Berkeley, and I can experiment with Berkeley deliveries. I don't know what that sound is. It sounds like fire alarms going off or something. Honestly, I got the craving for some banana pancakes, so I came to the grocery store to grab some pancake mix because I'm gonna cheat. I'm not gonna make it from scratch. Actually, I hate making pancakes from scratch. What you do is you just go look for regular pancake mix, in the same aisle, and you check the ingredients and you make sure there's no egg or milk in the ingredients, and you can use regular pancakes on the pancake mix. And you just have to sort of look around. We look at this one here. Let's check out the ingredients here. It says contain wheat ingredients, may contain traces of milk, egg, and soy. So I bet a lot of you guys are wondering, is this one vegan, right? Well, yeah, it is vegan. The reason why they put may contain traces of milk or soy or whatever, this was probably made in the same factory that something else with milk was made in. So possibly some milk could have flew over in the factory somehow and gotten this mix. Very, very, very unlikely, but that's why they don't say it's vegan, because possibly a speck of pig fat could have landed in this, but it would be so micro that it wouldn't even be a big deal. And come on, if it's that big of a deal for you, you should just buy everything that says vegan on it. I get this question a lot, Jermaine, is all your food vegan? And a lot of times something may not necessarily say it's vegan, but if you read the ingredients and you see that there's no animal products in it, it's vegan. Finished the pancakes here, but the only problem is I forgot to add the banana. They'll still be good, but I forgot to add the banana. What was I thinking? Nice. Train is, 3 minutes away? And once I get to the city, I don't have that far to go to get to this TaskRabbit job. Maybe it's a 5-minute bike ride on the e-bike. I should get there on time. At this TaskRabbit job now, and I was in this building a couple days ago. Problem I'm having now is I can't get a hold of the customer. This customer scheduled this task and told me to come here and meet someone else. And whenever I try to text the customer or call the customer, the text message is not showing up. And when I try to call the customer's number is, it'll call me back, but it'll ring once and I'm unable to answer it. I believe they used a Google Voice number on this when they signed up. So I don't know what to do because I'm here and there's no one else here, and I showed up on time like I was supposed to, and I can't find anyone. I don't know what to do. This number's not working, and I don't know, should I bill the client because I showed up? I guess I should bill the client. I did show up, you know. It would be one thing if I didn't show up, but I'm totally here. But how do I bill the client if I didn't work, you know? I don't know. It's a good question. What do I do in this situation? Is there a TaskRabbit help button? Help, what do I do? I just left. I was just standing in there, walking around in circles, getting sick because I just finished a whole bunch of coffee. So, time to go. I spent 20 minutes in there and I don't know what to do now. Look on the bright side, it's 10:20. In 10 minutes, the 35% bonuses will start on caviar. I just left. I was just standing in there, walking around in circles, getting sick because I just finished a whole bunch of coffee. So, time to go. I spent 20 minutes in there and I don't know what to do now. Look on the bright side, it's 10:20. In 10 minutes, the 35% bonuses will start on caviar. This job definitely has to be one of those jobs that I really dislike. Not the most, but almost up there. I literally had the customer like behind me the whole time telling me what to do. Like, it literally felt like having a job and having like the most annoying boss ever. Like, I'm literally taking this file cabinet and I'm taking it apart. This lady's like, look, don't use the dolly. Like, it's better if you guys just carry this thing down by hand. And these things weigh like 100 pounds each. Really small filing cabinet desk. And once you take like the drawers out, there's like these two like large bricks in the back, and that gives it weight just in case like you fill it full of stuff on the top and then you pull out the drawer so the whole thing doesn't fall over. Okay, so anyway, there's this huge weight in the back and it's like literally impossible to lift this thing up and take it downstairs if it weighs like 120 pounds. So we take the drawers out, right? And these drawers are super, super heavy because like they're desk drawers that, you know, people leave all sorts of random stuff at work. So when these drawers are really heavy, so after we're taking the drawers out, these freaking stands, these file cabinets were much, much lighter. Like almost one person could take this thing downstairs, even with the bricks in the back. I'm walking downstairs with this heavy file cabinet and this lady is behind me and I'm like, just go ahead and go around me. And she's like, no, I'll walk behind you. And it's like, really, it's so annoying to have someone just standing like right behind me when I'm carrying this super heavy file cabinet. Like, just get out of here. Like, I'm walking around with this like heavy file cabinet and there's a random person that just comes up to me and they're just smiling nonstop and they never stop smiling the whole time. And it's like the weirdest thing. It's like, are you making fun of me? Like, I don't get it. And then people would just say random stuff like, how are you today? And I'm like, oh, I'm great, as I'm moving like a 200-pound box, you know? Some people have no common sense. You can't think of a better time to introduce yourself when I'm not carrying like a large object. Hello, my name's Tim. My name's Jermaine and I'm moving a really heavy object right now. Had to stop and put my helmet on. Now guys, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not complaining. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm just glad that job's over with. That job actually reminded me of what it's like to work for someone that you don't like working for. But like I say, I'm not complaining. I did get 30 bucks an hour, by the way. Like I said, definitely not complaining, but if that job popped up again, I really don't know if I would accept it. I mean, if I did accept it, it would be, you know, TaskRabbit would only take 15% out. But if that job pops up again, I will definitely know what it's about. It's gonna be taking all that stuff back upstairs. Like, it's 1 o'clock, I got another job that starts at 2. Right now it's falafel time. I'm gonna hit up Oasis because yesterday I went to Flying Falafel. The problem with Flying Falafel is at lunchtime, it can take a really long time to get anything to eat there. Like yesterday, it took me like 25 minutes to get a falafel and it wasn't like it was a really long line. I walked up and there was no line. There was no one in line. So I'm thinking, wow, okay, maybe it'll take like 5 minutes. No, it still took 25 minutes. They literally had to make like 30 other falafels before I got mine. So it just took a really, really long time. And this spot over here, Oasis, before I get hit by a car, this spot here, Oasis, if you just call them like 2 minutes before and just show up, even if there's like a super, super long line, they'll like they'll speed it up, you know? Like right now there's like a super long line, but I'm just gonna walk in, pay, get my food, and just bounce out. Yeah, just got the falafel. That was super fast. I was in there for less than 60 seconds. Just like it should be all the time, right? You shouldn't have to wait 30 minutes for lunch. Like, that's ridiculous. Some folks only get 30 minutes for lunch. How would they even eat? I'm so glad I'm not driving. Look at that traffic, man. What is going on? Just go straight through the middle. Yep, get in where I can fit in. This is so much easier just cruising through, just like so. So glad I'm not stuck in traffic. Looks like this bus broke down up here. Dang, people busting U-turns right there. You're totally not supposed to do that. Oh, this bus broke down. Ooh, I think he got into an accident. This taxi maybe. Dang, check that out. Oh, wait, somebody getting in trouble today. For real. Time to head to Berkeley in the BART elevator now. Look at this thing. You could see like straight out of the elevator. Like, it's kind of creepy. And we're now at the BART level. Back in Berkeley now, and for some reason I think I'm sitting in the wrong spot. Just been sitting here, and about 3 people have already asked me, hey, do you sell weed? Do you sell weed? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, don't sell weed. I'm sure there's a dispensary around here somewhere. Just got off the phone with my client. I believe she called me because she didn't know for sure if I was gonna show up. So just let her know, look, I'll be there in like 15 minutes. I'm supposed to be there at 3, but it's like 2:30. I think maybe she wants me to come in early, but she just didn't say it. Maybe I'll just go over there a little bit early just to help her out. I don't know what to do in this situation. Maybe I'll just go now. Rolling up to this Berkeley job right now. I sure hope that this job is pretty chill. Crossing my fingers, this job is chill. I already finished that gig, and gosh, when I was leaving, they're already trying to get me to come back next week to take all the shelving and stuff down and like put them downstairs in the new place where they're moving. And I was like, yeah, request me on the app. Honestly, I don't really want to go back to that gig, and if they do request me, I'm probably not gonna accept it to be real, you know. I kind of don't want to go back. But the job was alright, it only lasted an hour. It's over with now. I'm just chilling in Berkeley for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head back to Oakland, which is just right down there. It's not that far. Couple hours later, a glass of wine later, and got some mimosas in the oven. These are not mimosas, these are samosas. Warming up some Indian food from what, 2 nights ago. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna get ready to edit this vlog and get ready to do all this over again tomorrow, because I have a TaskRabbit gig at 8 a.m. in Oakland. I cross my fingers that, you know, this one goes smooth. The 2 gigs I did today were kind of, you know, they're a little bumpy. You know, maybe it wasn't the best day, but I'm not complaining. I made some cash. But anyway, I'm about to go eat up this Indian food and chill out. Peace.